which part do you feel that you take it with you when you meet people?
Big lovers of theaters, of cinemas.
You are a huge fan of Mitunda. Like people that love Mitunda and Raj Kapoor.
India is very different, absolutely. Mumbaikars who love potato. We also have vegetarian food.
Yes, I know.
Belarusian vegetarian food.
That is very, not very often, you can feel all the currency notes which are very colorful. So that also carries your emblem, your symbol, and that shows how much you value your tradition. Every life carries a blueprint. Well, I'm not talking about the one which is written on a paper, rather I'm talking about the one which is slowly shaped over time. Well, this could be the experiences which we carry, or it could be the movements that transform us, or this could be the small decisions which we take in our day-to-day life, which slowly defines who we become. The Living Blueprint is also a podcast where we listen to these kind of journeys and also learn from the people who have lived it. Namaste and a very warm welcome to the Living Blueprint. Hi, my name is Jayita and here I am welcoming you all to this podcast of the Living Blueprint, which is brought to you by Jayita Strategia in association with International Chambers for International Business. Well, today's episode is a very interesting one because today we are not only going to learn about a person but also about a country, its culture, its tradition, and of course, its beautiful people who are living in it. For me, I personally feel diplomacy is not about policies or protocols. It's about the truth, it's about the dialogue, and it's also about the connection which is made beyond borders. And today with us, our special guest also carries the same spirit of connection. Well, through his work, he has transformed conversation to collaboration, and from understanding to long-term partnership. Well, he is doing a very good job and he's in a key role of strengthening the ties between India and Belarus through trade, through diplomacy, through culture, and of course through people-to-people engagement. It is an honor to have the Consul General of the Republic of Belarus, Mr. Aliaksandr Matsukou. Привет, Alexander.
Namaste, Jayita.
Namaskar. Thank you so much for joining us today in the Living Blueprint podcast.
Thank you very much. For me, it's a great pleasure to see you once again in a new role. But it is always a pleasure because I believe that through people, we are connecting our countries.
Correct.
And in my job, it is very important, to have all of these people-to-people contacts because this is my active assets, professional assets, I believe. Because what is diplomat without his connections and people around him?
True.
Zero.
True.
So that is why we appreciate the relations with the people with whom we live, with whom we spend a part of our life, because 3, 4, 5 years of our life, it is a huge period of time, and also staying in different countries of the world. Today it is India.
Right.
We spend this time here with you, with all of you, with our friends, not only me, but also my family, my wife, our children, who also share a part of the souls with India. Our children have been growing here. They study with Indians, with Indian boys and girls, and I believe this is the future of our relations, through our children, through the adolescents and through children. Because today they are children, tomorrow they will lead our countries.
Thank you so much. It's a completely big honor for us that you are today here. So, Alexander, to start off with, I am sure people know you are the Consul General of Belarus. Do let us know, before being the Consul General of Belarus in Mumbai, what was your life was all about, like right from childhood in a very brief way?
Okay, so I was born in Belarus, so I'm a natural Belarusian guy. I was born in 1980s, so 46 years ago. And through our life, we experienced different, things, because I was born in the area which in 1986 was suffered from Chernobyl nuclear disaster.
Right.
So that's why it has impacted our family in certain point. I have graduated from the, believe, best university of our country, law faculty. Then I
Nice.
received post-graduation in many aspects, in economy, in linguistics, etc. I served in different ministries, in two ministries. First ministry I've served was Ministry of Internal Affairs for 6 years, so I have the rank of the captain. And then I was invited to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which I believe this is the best service
Of course.
in life. Of course, everyone has his own preferences, but for
Sure.
me, diplomatic service, this is something incredible, which brings a lot of opportunities and which makes our life more interesting. It gives the opportunities to see how people live and to make the friendship with them.
Right.
During my diplomatic job, my first country was Moldova, which is in Eastern Europe. Then I was posted to Turkmenistan, which is in Central Asia. Then I was posted to France,
Right.
to Paris, where I served with our embassy for 3 years. And now, since more than 2 years, I'm here in India. Sharing my life and absorbing the life of Indian people.
Right, right.
So this is very brief.
That's very nice. Now tell me, like, once you are in Mumbai, and Mumbai has been almost 2 years for you as a home, and I know you're very down to earth, kind person. So tell me, what exactly, the best feeling which you had after you came to Mumbai? Not a professional one, in a personal
Of course, in
level.
personal life, I think that, so what I was surprised that India is very different, absolutely. Whatever you do, whatever you think about, so whichever people you meet, everyone is different. Different in social status, different in income, different in position in their life, different in thinking, different in the capacities, abilities, whatever. Everywhere, everything is different, and everyone is different. If you go outside in the street, you have one thing. If you come inside, when you see in which way Indians live, this is this is a different thing. Then all of this cultural stuff. This is absolutely amazing because India has very, very deep roots in religion.
Right.
Everybody is religious,
Right.
and religion is a substantial part of the life of Indians. Then traditions. India is a very traditional country, and we value these kind of things because we believe that without our roots, without our traditions, we have no future. And
True.
India has all of this,
True.
both roots, traditions, families.
Right.
People live with their families; they don't live separately.
Agreed.
And this is what we observe here. Many other things, but if in general this is what we are feeling, this is what we are seeing, and this is what we appreciate.
Right.
Because
We also-
these values we also share.
Of course.
We have more or less the same style of living.
We also have guest in the list where we say Atiti Devo Bhava. We feel guest is next to God in India.
Thanks.
So-
Oh, great.
Okay, so you keep meeting a lot of people in your day-to-day life, and I'm sure you take a small part of Belarus with you wherever you go. So if I could say it in words, what that part is, which part do you feel that you take it with you when you meet people?
So I think, we lived through my life in Belarus, we lived in many areas, and I think that the motherland, this is where family is. If your
Right.
family is with you, then you take the part of your country with yourself. So for me, my country is my family. My family, my own family, my wife, my children, and my larger family, my parents, my brother, his family, and the family of my wife. So this is what we feel about our country, and this is warmth and connections in day-to-day life. Since the family is very important in India, this is also important for us.
So you interrelate with the emotions.
Emotions, and when we establish the connections with Indians, we also discuss family issues.
Right.
And for us, it is close, and for Indians, it is also close. This
Of
is
course.
the common values.
Commons.
common what we
That's
have.
very nice. So I feel, Belarus is such a country which is in the southern Europe. A lot of people, they still are, making sure where exactly it is. So when you meet someone and they don't know anything about Belarus, what do you feel that first image which comes, which you feel that other person should have about Belarus?
I think this is first about people who live in
Okay.
our country, then nature, what we have.
Yes, of course.
This is the forestry, lots of lakes and rivers, a lot of greenery we have. We have different seasons, like winter is winter, summer is summer. We have changes
Right.
in the weather, in seasons. Now it is very cold in Belarus, and we are coming with our partners, with the delegation, our friends, to Minsk. I have to prevent them to be very careful with weather and take warm clothes.
Right.
Winter is quite cold this season. Maybe next year it will be warmer. Summer is very, very bright with a lot of sunlight, like here. What you have in winter, this is what we have in summer. But we have also spring with blossoms.
Right.
When the weather awakens, from the sleeping to the acting stance. Then we have autumn with fallen leaves, with red leaves and yellow leaves. This is very authentic atmosphere, which we cannot find anywhere.
Right, true.
Wherever we live.
I can still visualize how beautiful it is.
Yeah, yes, it is.
And I can say that, it's also known as the lungs of Europe.
Oh.
Maybe, because of the forest, the scenery which you just said. But there is something which I was, reading about. There is something called a blue necklace of, there's a river which is called, it's very beautiful. And normally people use it for shooting purpose. Can you share that area?
Yes, Belarus is very beautiful, especially between, I believe, April and October, when we have warm weather. It is very much attractive for shooting and for visiting. It is also attractive in winter time, but everyone has his own preferences.
Right.
And, during this time, people can visit many things. Of course, it is forestry and thousands of lakes and rivers. In Belarus we have 11,000 lakes and 20,000 rivers.
Wow.
So that's why very often Belarus is called blue-eyed country. Blue-eyed because of the number of rivers and lakes, which is when you see it from the bird view. So this is amazing and very mesmerizing. So people can come and enjoy these things. We have quite plain relief landscape.
Okay.
And this is because of the geographical position of the country. This is because of the historical things which happened in Belarus many centuries and even thousands of years ago. So Belarus is like that. Now what we work on how to attract more people to see the beauty of our country. I believe that for Indians, Belarus is terra incognita. This Latin expression means unknown land.
Right.
Because Indians are very active travelers. They travel in many countries, European countries, Russia, the United States, Australia, but I also invite everyone to visit our country because once visited our country, no one can resist to the beauty of the country and are keen to visit one more, or maybe one more, 2 times.
I guess, as you said, that's right. The travel agents are from your side are also taking a lot of, they're doing a lot of work for this. I believe there was one travel agent which I've heard, his name is Belind. Just
Belind Travel.
Yes, just because Belarus and it is India. Yeah. So it was very fantastic, that they have so much in connection with. They are trying to build that thing. And I feel, so you say that if anyone is coming to Belarus for the very first time, they should travel between this timeline, like April to June? You feel that will
It depends on the personal preferences.
if
of
they want
course.
to enjoy the,
If they want to
places.
enjoy the business, whatever is done, because we always recommend people not only to be focused only on business,
Right.
but take a couple of days more to see the country and
Correct.
to travel a little bit, to observe, because these observations, they also give more information about the countries
Of
and
course.
can bring more ideas in which way to counteract with the companies, with the country. Because when they understand better the country, they can figure out
Right.
more ideas
Right.
and more ways of cooperation.
So if we talk about the country, I believe Minsk is the capital of the country.
Yes, it is.
And I feel it's both historical as well as modern. So what do you feel? And when people walk on the street, what do you feel Minsk looks like for you? Like if you could say the viewers how it looks like.
Yes, Minsk is quite an ancient city. It dates back to 1067, I believe, more than 1000 years back. It was mentioned in historical papers. And Minsk has passed through many stages of its development, of course.
Right.
Now in Minsk there live more than 2 million people. It is quite calm city, not very much noisy, very pleasant, very organized. And when people come for the first time to Minsk, they don't feel frustrated. Everyone can find the things as per their own preferences. Minsk is a very tasty city. It's very delicious because of the cuisine. Minsk can provide cuisine both for vegetarians and non-vegetarians.
Wow.
You must know that in Belarusian cuisine we also have vegetarian food.
Yes, I know.
Belarusian vegetarian food. So that's why when people come, they should know that if they did not take Indian vegetarian food, it will be provided in Belarus easily.
That's nice.
So Minsk is a very interesting city, and it has suffered a lot from the historical events on our country. Minsk was fully destroyed after the World War II. For us, this is Great Patriotic War. And so Minsk was rebuilt anew from that time. So we have a lot of historical places which were constructed in 1940s. And we have also very contemporary parts of the city right now. So once it was recreated in the middle of the 20th century, so the architects previewed everything to make Minsk more comfortable city. We have quite wide pavement, so it is a joy to make the trips over the city on foot. No problem, you can do it wherever you want and whenever you want. So you can. We have very rich transportation means. We have subway, underground. We have trams, trolley buses, scooters, bicycles, bikes, whatever, taxi. Everything is there. So everything's done for the people and for the tourists as well.
Right. And there was one historical city named Polotsk. Yes. So that was like very old, or what exactly happened?
Yes, this is the most ancient city of the country, and besides, apart from that, this is the geographical center of Europe.
Wow.
The city of Polotsk.
Okay.
Polotsk. It was the capital of the Dukeness of Polotsk in the 10th century.
Okay.
So it was long ago.
Okay.
So there are a lot of historical things in
like
this.
Museums and
museums, yes, universities, a lot of statues, cathedrals, and of course this is in the region of Vitebsk, which is very rich for lakes and rivers and greenery. This is a very, very beautiful place, and I invite people also to visit this city as well.
Right, and I believe with this air connectivity now with India and Minsk, it has been a lot more easier for people to travel.
Yes, I think we have to be thankful to our governments of Belarus and of India that they have taken this decision to establish this direct flight.
Right. It's a 7 hours journey?
Yes, it is around 7 hours. It is very normal, very good company. You know, when we are aboarded, we feel like in Belarus already.
Right, of
because we
course.
have a lot of symbols
Right.
on the plane, and we have the Belarusian and Russian speaking staff. We have the same
feels
food. So
homely.
for us, yes, it is very home atmosphere. But I
Right.
think that Indians will also feel very comfortable on the planes of Belarus.
I'm sure. And I believe we also share a common thing with theater, music, arts. I mean, Belarus is also pretty famous with, the tradition, which you already said. So if you could tell us a little bit about, their likes of, theaters or films. I mean, what do you feel?
Belarusians are very big lovers of theaters, of cinemas. In Belarus, we have a lot of theaters, not only drama theaters, but also opera and ballet theater
Okay.
in Minsk. We have theater of musical comedy in Minsk. We have Belarusian drama, Russian drama theater, many theaters. And, Belarusians love to go to theaters because intellectually they are ready to receive this kind of cultural projects. But cinema has, I believe, a special place. This is the most contemporary vertical of the art, which attracts more and more attention from people. Being classical for the theaters, films and film industry and cinema goes beyond classical understanding what is happening, and contemporary tools, technical solutions, AI finally is very well implemented, embedded into the cinema industry and the filmmaking. So that's why it becomes more and more, fantastic for not only in Belarus but in many other countries. But Belarus, I think, has all of these competencies.
And how well received are Indian films there in Belarus? I'm sure you are a huge fan of Mitunda, and the people who are watching here also knows that Russia, Belarus, they are like people that love Mitunda and Raj Kapoor. So tell me, what do you feel? Except Mitunda, what is the new films which they love to? I mean, I'm sure you have heard people call Indian films they love because of the masala. They say they are. Whenever I meet anyone, they say that you have a lot of masala films. So tell me, what exactly is your emotions attached with the films?
Yes, you're right. First. In my life, Indian movies came in 1980s when Indian cinema came to Soviet Union when I was a child, and Mithun Chakraborty was really a hero of my childhood with his films Dance Dance and Disco Dancer. But since then, 40 years have passed, and now contemporary modern cinema of India is a little bit different in many aspects, because India went beyond the borders of the country, and now it is present in all over the world in many countries. Of course, we like serious cinema. Cinema which makes people think, to reflect the things happening in their life. Indian cinema has different genres.
Right.
Indian cinema can provide many things as per the preferences. There are a lot of action films. There are a lot of dramas. There are a lot of soap series. Of course, it is popular everywhere. And I believe that Indian cinema is far beyond the frontiers and in the avant-garde of the global cinema.
Right.
Indian government implements a lot of efforts to that. It attracts a lot of filmmakers to film festivals. Like this year, we will have MIF and IFI in Goa.
Yes.
And so I believe also Belarusian filmmakers will come to share the experience and to have the conversations and to have the exchange of experience, which is absolutely necessary for each and every professional.
True.
And all of these opportunities are given by India.
Right.
A rich, traditional India, very strong country, I believe, in many things.
True, agreed. So what do you feel like, which genre you feel Belarusian people love? I mean, to make films on. Like it could be thriller, it could be comedy, it could be action. They are very strong in AI. So what do you feel? Like which genre you feel they are very keen?
Belarus?
Yes.
I think drama.
Drama.
Drama, because as I told you, we prefer the films which make people
Emotional.
yes, to receive the emotion from people. And I think this is one of the tasks of the art.
Correct.
If you are enjoying the paintings, if you are enjoying the theater, if you're enjoying the cinema, the final thing which should be received, the emotion.
Right.
Because all of these emotions, they shape the soul
Correct.
of a human being.
True.
And this is the main aim and task of the art, and including the cinema.
Agreed. And you already told that, there's so much common between India and Belarus. So what do you feel in the future could be? Maybe we could see a co-production film between India and Belarus. What is the future opportunities which you see? Except film, which all areas you also feel that could be?
Yes, in my job we strongly promote this kind of cooperation because we believe in the strength of the cinema. Cinema now is not only about the culture, but culture is also very important because it brings the emotions, it brings the ideology, if you want. It showcases the style of living in many countries, and it makes the countries closer. When we join the actors from different countries, when we join the directors, when we join producers, cameramen, etc., 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 so it becomes such a positive synergy of the co-production. It is very fantastic. And of course, storytelling is very important because we have to find the story which unites both nations.
True.
And I think maybe this is the most difficult part of this filmmaking process. But I think now our filmmakers, and through my job here, we propose more and more ideas to our filmmakers, what kind of themes, topics we can take for the storytelling. And first thing, I believe, in which point we have to start. We have to start maybe from very simple things. Participating in the film festivals, which brings the exchanges of the ideas. And then I think we have to find the good opportunities for the filmmaking in one country or another. I mean, the location. If Indian filmmakers find good locations in Belarus, this is a very good way to shoot the film and to receive the experience of co-production. But this is very simple co-production, only on one side. But we are looking for the co-production which will be beneficial and which will come from both sides. Which will be shot in both countries, which will be created by both sides. This is, I believe, will be the classical thing. But for that, certain preconditions should be done. First of all, financial preconditions, and I think legal part is also necessary. Maybe we have to conclude the international treaty between our countries on co-production,
the co-production,
or MOUs, whatever is necessary, it should be also done.
Of course. And I'm sure they'll love to do that because, people today are making so many beautiful films, and I'm sure you have such a beautiful location which is unexplored, and people like to explore those. By the way, if I'm talking about the nature and scenery, there was something I read and it was very beautiful. You don't have hills, you have artificial hills which are made of mining and industry. So tell me about that. I mean, it looks so beautiful in pictures. I could not even imagine that it is not a real one. So,
in Belarus we have two types of hills. Artificial and natural. Artificial, these are the hills which were created by people after mining. Because in Belarus we have very big resources of potash.
So from there, this...
so that's why, and potash creates, mining of potash creates the red hills. Which look very picturesque. But there is one more option for the hills, which are natural, and they were created in Ice Age.
Okay.
Uh,
So
bec-
they're properly created.
Yes, what
Yeah.
created, and I think due to ice age, we have received those hills, that
Okay.
landscape, and a lot of rivers and lakes. This is the outcome of
Right.
those processes in climate changes many centuries ago,
Agreed.
many thousands of years ago. This is so, but we try to combine.
Of course.
We try to attract foreign tourists for
Actually,
this,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
because in Belarus we have sort of industrial tourism. What does it mean? Because in industrial sphere is very interesting. Why? Because industrialists, they create very interesting things, very new things, which are interesting to people. And before a dump truck comes out,
Right.
so people are interested to see what is the process of
Correct.
assembling,
Correct.
how
correct.
people work, in which way. And in Belarus we have the biggest dump trucks in the world, Belas,
Yes.
which is like Caterpillar, which are also in use here in India for coal industry. And this last summer I was lucky to visit this plant.
Wow.
And to be driven on the platform, not in the cabin, but platform,
Okay.
because
Wow.
it is very, very
It's a
big.
unique experience.
Yeah, it's very unique experience, and and this is only one of the examples of the industrial
Sure.
tourism. And if we talk about the hills and mining, the company which mining company also provides these tourism opportunities for because people, when being there,
Right.
they have the opportunity to go 100, 200, 300
Down?
meters down
Wow. Okay.
under earth, and to see, because now there are tunnels made by the human being,
Okay.
and it is very interesting for the tourists and for medical tourism as well, because those salts, they are very useful
Right.
for the people having the problems with lungs.
Okay.
And if they breathe the salt, it becomes easier for them to breathe.
Okay.
And a series of these visits finally brings the relief
Okay.
for the breathing for
So,
themselves.
say for someone example, if someone goes there, I mean, for a visit, do you think that will also reflect to them? I mean, that will cure them?
I think yes. All of the people who suffer from asthma, they are recommended to go down and to breathe for several times.
Nice. This is something
It's a
which
sort
is
of
very interesting.
therapy which is necessary and which brings
True.
relief.
True. I'm sure people who are hearing with us, I mean, if they want their loved ones, they can definitely go. And this is one more reason we should go to Belarus. Okay. Also, we're talking about that. You also have a gold deposit. I'm sure, like Belarus is not a very big gold depositor producer, but I feel there was somewhere there were a lot of gold deposits mining, or somewhere you found a lot of golds.
No, I don't think that Belarus is very rich for
Yes.
for gold or for silver, but
It was in Pelisi, I believe, that they unexpectedly found a lot of gold deposit, the
Gold
Pelisi
deposit.
region.
Maybe yes. I have no information, unfortunately, for that. I would have shared it more, given more details about it, but
Right.
unfortunately.
Right.
I think that the government is interested to have more gold for the only purpose, to provide the strength of the national currency.
Right.
Because
of
if
course.
we talk about the currencies, so it should be provided, it should be supported with metals, precious metals, and stones
Right.
like diamonds,
Right.
or gold or silver, platinum, etc. It is necessary to only for that person. But sometimes people try to make savings also in precious metals.
Of course.
But this is their choice.
So do people also love their gold, like how Indians do?
Yes, they love. Sometimes it is necessary for ceremonial things.
Okay.
Like when people have weddings, they exchange the rings like
of
with what I
course.
have. But this is right hand.
Okay. Yeah, and we also wear right hand. I mean, the men's wear in right
Yeah,
hand.
but
The
sometimes in
ladies.
Europe people wear rings on
Left. Okay.
left hand, and this is one of the difference.
So
The
we have one
differences
more thing in
between.
common.
Yeah, true. But frankly speaking, people, mostly women, like jewelries and.
Of
But this is
course.
common
I mean,
for every
anywhere you go
country.
in gold.
Yeah.
Women and gold cannot be separated. Okay, so Belarus is also known for, the best part is that the AI, the robotics, your innovation. So I believe the government has also, the best part is that the AI, the robotics, your innovation. So I believe the government has also given a tax-free zone for the high-tech park there.
Yes, yes, we
So,
have, I believe, around 10 free economic zones which are tax-free for
right,
several years.
right,
And when investors try to establish the companies, they are exempted from many taxes, from the obligatory mandatory payments, land payment, whatever is necessary, because land is given free of charge. You may make a construction, a building, and then to start the manufacturing of many things. And so then they receive a lot of tax exemptions, and many
right,
things are there. So that's why it is interesting for the investors to come and to create something. And besides the creating of the things, the manufacturing, it is also tax-free, and when people, because of the status of the zone, of the territory on which it is produced, and then the companies have a tax-free trade with somebody else.
right.
Because if it is produced, manufactured in this zone, then it will be tax-free, and then of course, it reduces the cost
Okay,
of the goods
okay,
manufactured in this company, and it makes the goods more attractive on the international markets.
right.
And since Belarus is a part of the Eurasian Union, so 5 countries are opened for the manufacturers.
Manufacturings. That's good. So in future, if there is a business proposal, people would like to, go and do some kind of networking
Of course.
with, yeah.
Of course, we have in our consulate, we have a lot of detailed information. We can connect people with those who are in Belarus, because Belarus is quite an open country, and we are interested to have relations with India. India, I believe, can care of many countries because of its
Right.
endless dimensions.
Right.
And everyone can find a place here in India.
True, true. Completely agree with that. And let's talk about little about comforting food. I'm sure potatoes. This is something which we love. I'm sure that is the best one in yours. And raisins. So tell me, what is the comforting food that you already said vegetarian food? You have ample of options. So
Yeah, yes, in Belarus, potato is the main dish. A lot of cuisine is based on potato, roasted potato, fried potato, boiled. This is very simple, but it is used everywhere. Maybe because of the climate conditions which we have in Belarus. We have favorable conditions for potato growing, and that's why it is so much popular. But we must understand that potato was brought from the Americas
okay.
after the journey of Christopher Columbus to America, who brought potato to Europe, and then Peter I, Russian Tsar, brought potato to Russia and to Belarus, because at that time Belarus was a part of Russian Empire. So that's why now potato is extremely popular in Belarus, and we are proud of that. Sometimes we are called the nation, like potato lovers, bulbash.
You also have a festival running on
Yeah.
potatoes.
Yeah, true. And with some amateurs here in Mumbai, we have created even an Instagram account,
Nice.
Bulbash Mumbai.
Okay.
Mumbaikars who love potato.
Wow.
Because potato now, this is the agricultural thing which unites Belarusians and Indians. And we love potato. Indians love potato,
Of course.
and many things are cooked of potato.
Right.
And when it brings the joy and it is useful, why not to use it?
Of course. And how about raisins? I mean, this is also something which is very...
Raisin is, yes, it is there, but it is made of the grape. Grape, unfortunately, is not very much in common in use in Belarus because the climate conditions don't allow
Right.
to grow grapes in Belarus. That's why we are not very strong in winemaking.
Okay.
But we are strong in many other things because Belarusian food industry
Right.
is very strong.
Right.
Confectionery, sweets, chocolates, but also beer, strong drinks. We have of very good quality. And experts say that in Belarus there is one of the best vodkas in the world. Why? Because of the quality of water we have
Okay.
and the quality of the wheat.
Wow. Okay.
And it is very popular. And food industry, Belarusian food industry, is very popular in former Soviet countries. And whoever I speak from those countries, nobody argues this fact, the quality of Belarusian food.
True. Agreed. So you were saying, when Belarus was a part of Russia. So I have also seen they called it Belarus as a white Russia also. Why is so?
Yes, in the word Belarus, we have two parts, Rus and Bela. Bela means free.
Okay.
Free. Why free? Because during, I believe, 11th and 12th centuries, Kiev Rus and that part of the territories were conquered by the Mongolo-Tatars troops. But Belarus stayed safe from the invasion.
Okay.
It was free. So from that time,
So it's
Belarus
free,
has its name,
Okay.
Belarus.
Okay.
And all of the people living in Belarus now are Belarusians. This is, I think, the explanation of the. And of course, Belarus. A lot of Belarusians have blonde hair, like I have. So that's why this is also one of the reasons why we are called Belarusians.
That's good. And I feel when I last time visited Belarus, I have seen a beautiful cultural troupe. They're wearing that white gown with the red borders and they're performing so fabulously. So is that a color theme which you use, a white and red for or it's just a uniform for them?
No, yes, in Belarus, on our national flag, we have white.
Yes, and the flag.
The flag.
Yes.
We have white, red, green color.
Yes.
Green color on our flag means the greenery which we have, the forestry, which we have. 1/3 of the territory is covered with forestry.
Forest, yes.
And Belarus tries to pertain its culture, traditions. We create favorable conditions to developing the culture of Belarus, which we have from our ancestors. Because we also understand, like Indians, but because without our past, we don't have our future.
True.
So this is interconnection, and we don't have to forget about that. That's in position to spend more money, but to pertain the traditions and the historical moment.
Yes.
To memorize everything.
You have the museum also on the World War II. I mean, shows
it is. It is. Yes, because World War II brought a lot of sufferings to our nation. 1/3 of the population was destroyed. 1/3, 30% of the country, and 2/3 of these 30% were civilians.
Right.
So World War II touched upon each and every family in our country. For example, my grandmother was taken as an Osterbeiter to the Germany during those times. it was one of the policies of the Nazis at that time. So many things, a lot of buildings were destroyed, economy was ruined, and not the best times for each and every nations. That's why we understand what is the worth, what is the value of peace.
Correct.
Why we have to cherish the peaceful
memories.
initiatives and remembrance what we have.
Right.
And on our diplomatic service, we also share these ideas with each and every nation, and we hold events dedicated to these dates, because for us 9th of May, the Victory Day, it is a very memorable day, and we celebrate this day not only in Belarus but also in former Soviet countries.
Right. That takes, I can understand and imagine the aura and the time of that phase. It was. But I still believe, the tradition thing which you have kept, I have seen in the rubles also, the Belarusian rubles, also, it's very colorful. So that is very, not very often, you can feel all the currency notes which are very colorful. So that also carries your emblem, your symbol, and that shows how much you value your tradition.
Yes, it's true. And also on our money, on our banknotes, we imprint the architectural things, some buildings with historical meaning, people who brought our country to this position. And because in Belarus we have to, not only in Belarus, in every country, we have to cherish our history and to do our best and to bring those ideas to our children.
True, agreed. In India also we do cherish a lot. I mean, for us religion, culture, tradition is very important.
Yes.
So that way. So tell me, Alexander, if someone likes to go to Belarus, and what is the planning they have to? We got to know the months, I mean, if they would like to enjoy. But how many days you feel should they stay there to get a nice view of the entire country? The minimum days.
I think minimum you need 1 week.
1 week?
Because Belarus is not a very big country. You can easily reach each and every point from Minsk, because Minsk is situated in the very center of the country. So having arrived to the airport of Minsk, you can go in each and every big cities of Belarus during 2-3 hours. Because the quality of the roads are very nice, the taxis will bring you, buses, whatever you choose, will bring you to any point during 2-3 hours, 4 hours maximum, but it will be very joyful journey. So we have capital city of Minsk and several regional cities. City of Brest, Grodno, which are very beautiful and are situated on the western part, Gilov and Gomel.
So these are must places.
Yeah. These are must places because they have very historical places, a lot of palaces. We have a lot of traditional things for the cuisine, for the doings which were practiced in ancient times, in medieval times, because we understand which things may attract people. Only the things from the history. Which are very simple but very nice and very sweet. So that's why we develop our historical infrastructure as well. Because, as I told you, a lot of things were destroyed during World War II and World War I as well. Because it has smashed Belarus 2 times, even 4 times, during World War I and World War II. But the government does its best to restore our history, ancient buildings, palaces, to deliver its values and its beauty. Not only to Belarusians, but also to foreigners.
Of course, the foreigners, yes. Because they carry the memories and they take it away with them. And I'm sure the flights are done. What are the best cuisine you feel that is one dish of Belarus which someone should go there and taste?
I believe it is classical example. I won't be original. It is draniki. Draniki means potato pancakes. Not very big, like this. But maybe it's like dosa, or like naan, something like
Okay.
that. It can be eaten with meat or without meat.
Okay.
If you are vegetarian, okay, without. If you're non-veg, so you
Safe
can.
option.
Okay.
That's nice.
With sour cream or without, but it is very nice. It is made of potato, of course, and so the next time I'm in Belarus, the first thing I will do, I will eat those dranikis.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm sure you get.
Yeah, I'm missing
Yeah.
Belarusian food here
Right.
because Indian cuisine is very rich,
Exactly.
and for us it is absolutely a pleasure until it is spicy.
Right, of course.
Because Indians are very big lovers of spices.
True.
Very mad about that. Belarusians, in
So
this
how
sense.
do you, I mean, you have been here since last 2 years.
Uh.
What is the spicy level of yours, if I may ask?
I can face 2-3 times of spicy food.
Okay.
Then it becomes harmful for
Okay.
me. So I have to stop.
Do you like the vada pav or the
Oh,
staple
vada
food?
pav, this is one of the best things.
The staple food of Mumbai.
Yeah, it's very simple, but very delicious.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let me ask you a difficult question at the same time, a very emotional one. Like after every 3 years, like the Consul General keeps changing. So when you leave India, I'm sure that will be an emotional story for you. But which footprint you feel, I mean, which blueprint of yours you feel people should remember and for you?
I think during our tenure, we have to give the example of and to create the image of our country, of our people.
Right.
And to showcase the best sides of Belarusian life. Of course, in each and every country we have both positive and negative sides and things, but I think our job is to showcase, to deliver those ideas, what we have, to deliver the information about our country. The more information we leave here in Belarus, the more popular I believe our country will be.
Of course.
We'll have to attract more people to visit our country. We can tell a lot of stories about our country. We can showcase a lot of films about country. But the best way to experience the country is to go and see.
Right. Of
This
course.
is the best way, because then you receive the emotions about the country. You can censor something, you can touch, you can feel, you can breathe the air, and this is also very emotional and very necessary for that. And after the end of my tenure, I wanted the smell of Belarus.
To still be with people.
Yeah, still be with.
I'm sure it will
in
be.
Mumbai.
I mean, the people who are watching us right now, I'm sure they are also somewhere, in the midst of the beautiful lakes, rivers, and the artificial hills of Belarus. So, with this, we are coming to our rapid fire. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. It's just a one word. So, forest or lakes?
Forest.
Tradition or innovation?
Innovation.
Theatre or cinema?
Cinema.
Minsk by day or Minsk by night?
I think Minsk day.
Minsk by day.
By day.
And finally, one word that defines Belarus for you.
Motherland.
Thank you so much, Alexander. But before we finish this, I want you to say to our Belarus friends something in Belarusian. And of course, our Indian friends can understand. So, if you like to.
Мої дорогі сябри, сьогодні я у студії з моїм сябром Джаїтай Гош, видатна леді з Мумбаї, яна вельми таленавітая. І сьогодні мій день народження, і вона взяла в мене інтерв'ю. Я хотів би, користуючись гэтым выпадкам, я хотів би передати привітання усім моїм батькам, моєї сім'ї, моїм сваякам, які зараз у Білорусі, а так само моїм колегам, усім тим, хто залишився в Білорусі і хто думає про нас, про нашу роботу. Дякую велике за те, що ви побач, і так само, Джаїта, дякую тобі так само. Thank you so much, Jayita, for staying this time during my tenure here in Mumbai next to us. Dhanyavad and namaste.
Thank you. Pleasure was all mine, and I'm sure people would have loved listening to you. And we feel this podcast is made, the living blueprint is to understand the journey of a person, of a country. So next time when they go to this country, they will have some memories which they can reflect back on.
Okay.
So before we finish, I have a small token of love. Thank you.
Thank you. So sweet.
I'm sure you have given a very sweet message to our Belarusian friends, but our Indian friends will feel bad if I don't say anything for them. So if you could say something in Hindi, or maybe sing a song in Hindi, whatever you feel like.
Oh, I'm not very strong in Hindi, unfortunately, but I promise to make the corrections in my speaking, in my abilities to speak in many more languages rather than what I do. In Belarus, we have a very popular song, Indian song, Jimmy Jimmy Acha Acha, which comes from the chef-d'oeuvre, very simple but very very easy song, which is very popular right now. It has a lot of interpretations in musical culture of Belarus and of Russia because of the popularity of this film. I think to sing something, I need some music in orchestra. If you can provide, I will do it. Otherwise, solo.
Just a line. I'll be very happy. I mean, if you could just sing one line.
One line.
Yeah.
But it is always Jimmy, Jimmy, Acha, and Jimmy, Jimmy, Acha.
Wow.
Da-da-dum, 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 dum, da-da-dum, 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 dum, da-da-dum, 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 dum, dum.
That's marvelous. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to have you and listen to so many memories of India as well as Belarus. I completely feel so fabulous about it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aliaksandr. It has been an honor having you here in our first very podcast, and kudos to whatever you have been doing till now, and you are doing a fabulous job in strengthening the ties between India and Belarus. I wish you more success in your life, and may God bless you with lots of opportunities.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jayita. Namaste.
Every conversation leaves behind a memory to reflect upon, and every reflection becomes a part of our living blueprint. Well, this was one of such conversation which happened. For many more conversation in future. So stay tuned for more such conversation, more people, more voices, and more to know about their blueprint. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Take care of your beloved ones and your health. And of course, God bless. Namaste.